Good morning, afternoon, or evening. This is Mateo360.
And Parochial Joe.
We're finally starting Power Rangers the movie on SNES.
Love this game.
It's the one that you've actually seen before this thread.
Yes, like the one that I've actually played.
I'm doing my standard, starting with the Red Ranger.
No one will care about him by the end of the game.
So
This is the actual game that I have played, and I loved this game as a kid.
yeah, this one's pretty fun, but it has its own nice little sets of issues.
Clearly not the music in this stage, because this is some amazing music.
Yeah. Those bikes, though, are complete assholes.
Yep. I like how there's just that kid standing in the background with his skateboard.
Yeah. like-
Power Rangers and putties, same thing.
At least unlike the Gen game, there are varieties of putties.
Yep. And same kid, but I guess he's hanging out with some homeless guy.
You can tell I've played this level the most, as I have, like, all the patterns memorized.
Yeah, this game can be pretty hard. Well, later on it gets unbearably hard.
Yeah. Well, you'll also notice that I start with 8 lives instead of, like, the, standard 3?
Yep.
And more right in front of the kid with the skateboard.
Yeah, once you fill up your power meter, for those of you who don't know, then you are able to morph or do special abilities.
Yeah, when it's glowing and flashing, it replaces the special ability with morphing.
And I don't think this... I think once you morph, you stay morphed through the level.
Yeah. It's the morphing in later levels that gets more difficult.
Yeah. Did somebody just spray a Lord Zed logo on the wall?
I don't know. It's either Lord Zed, Zenny, or the Z from the Sioux Ranger.
So we've got the putties vandalizing the markets now. That's
Yep.
the extent of their wrongdoings.
Pretty much. Well, I'm not sure if this is a market or if it's more like a Walmart, because later we get to like a toy section.
He's just going through the two-story Target.
Yeah.
I like the dude in the yellow shirt. Can't tell if that's supposed to be a guy or a girl, but either way, it's hilarious.
Well, it is the 90s. It might be a guy with a mullet.
Could be anything, really.
I'm trying to avoid filling up my power meter all the way right now, because we have a mini-boss coming up.
Yes.
There's a good reason to not have it completely filled up until you get there.
Fill us in.
Yeah, I will. Because now when you fill it up, you get access to your weapon, and it allows you to access a power bomb, which you can use to immediately kill the mini-boss. And skip the fight entirely.
Apparently, this store has a Bandai section of the store dedicated to it.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to see that the putties don't just, suicide straight into the hole.
That would have been nice at some points. But,
Yeah.
oh well.
Depends on what point of the game you are. If it's
Yeah.
nice or not. So we actually have stuff going on in the background now. We
Yes.
actually got fire, the walls changed.
Yeah, the walls have, chunks taken out of them now.
Quite sure why they'd have chunks taken out, but, well, I won't
Oh.
complain about some detail.
There's a massive explosion. Like everything else in this universe.
And somehow the Power Rangers aren't dead from it.
Yes.
It's good to see that the elevators are actually finished in this game.
I can't tell if I hit the putty or Fireball killed that putty.
Either way. So, when you morph, your hits get one hit stronger, right?
Yeah, I think that's how much stronger they get. Now you want to make sure your power meter's full. Again. Because luckily during cutscene it doesn't drain.
That's nice.
But you can also bonk the hell out of the bosses! It does quite a bit of damage, but you still have to manually fight them.
Yeah.
While I stand there and get pummeled.
Oh, they give you drops?
Yeah. Most of the time, though, it's power-ups rather than health.
No hamburgers for you.
No, that's one of my biggest complaints of the game is health drops are few and far between.
Well, you can't eat through your helmet. You have to grind it down and introduce it intravenously.
Suppose so. First level. Easiest done.
Oh, it's gonna get so much more interesting later on.